Program Director, Dr. Takalani Zaga, the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Professor Eusebius Likalakala Mukhele, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research and Postgraduate Studies, Professor Furupero Netswera, the University Registrar, Dr. Joel Baloy, University Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Mavis Majie, University Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Botwe Razia, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Chirizimura Uzi, Acting Executive Dean of the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, Professor Tarin van der Walt, Acting Executive Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Social Science and Education, Professor Tawana Runare, Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Agriculture, Professor Rutendo Mururana, Director of the Center for Higher Education, Teaching and Learning, Professor Lindiwe Murauzi, Directors of the institutes and the centers here at the University of Venda, and also members of the Senior Management Committee, the Dean of Students, Mr. Azidoi Mukeli, the President of the SRC, Mr. Tirani Mate, and the entire SRC leadership, staff and students, parents and guardians, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The Machero, Abushe, Towela, Sanwona, Molweni, Huyamore. Compliments of the new academic year to you all. Let me start by extending our sincere condolences to the families and friends at the tragic passing of the Deputy Chairperson of Council, Mr. Sihwari Bernard Mampeule, and his wife, who sadly passed away on Saturday, the 31st of January 2026. The University of Venda is deeply saddened by this particular loss. May their souls rest in peace. Program Director, it is with great honor and joy that I stand before you today to officially open this new academic year at the University of Venda. On behalf of the University of Venda Council, Management, Senate, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our new and returning students here at the University of Venda. At the same note, allow me to welcome all our staff members back from their summer vacations. Majority of these staff members returned much earlier on the 6th of January 2026 to prepare for the smooth selection, admission, and the registration of our students. And this has enabled us to commence our 2026 academic programs as per our university calendar. This occasion not only marks the beginning of another year and also the pursuit of knowledge, but our renewed commitment to innovation, knowledge, and excellence. As we mark this official opening of the 2026 academic calendar, we will also celebrate our top academic achievers and present them with certificates, cash awards, and also some trophies. These are well-deserved awards in recognition of many long hours spent studying. Let me congratulate all those award recipients in advance. We encourage those of you who did not receive these excellence awards this year to work even much harder so that you can become a recipient of these prestigious awards in the next academic year. As I said, these are well-deserved awards in recognition of outstanding performance and many long, hard hours and sacrifice. Allow me to congratulate all our award recipients. Well done to you. To our new students who have just joined the University of Venda, welcome to the University of Venda. You are now part of this vibrant academic community where learning goes beyond textbooks and lectures. Your journey here will be one of the discovery, growth, and transformation. Take advantage of the wealth of opportunities that awaits you, whether in academics, research, leadership, or extracurricular activities. You have been selected out of 160,000 applications which were competing for 3,720 spaces. Well done to you. It is through your exceptional matric results that you were able to secure your admission here at this university. I wish to commend each of you, our new students, for choosing the University of Venda as your preferred institution of choice in your quest for further education and aspirations. You have made a good choice to come and study at this university. Your academic journey has just begun. The progress to compete and complete your studies and courses that you have chosen will largely depend on how you conduct yourselves. Over the past 12 years of your story, your life were mostly directed and dictated by your parents, your guardians, and also your teachers. You are now the sole author of your next chapter of your story. You can determine the direction and the pace at which your story should go. Starting something new can be very daunting and also exciting, but also overwhelming. And that is normal. Over the coming weeks, you will learn your way around campus, meet new people, discover your new interests, and begin shaping your goals that brought you here. Ask questions, try new things, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is how learning happens. Remember that you don't have to figure everything out on your own. There are staff members, the faculty, fellow students who are ready to support you. Make a vow to yourself that you are going to complete your programs, your studies, in the minimum allowed period of your respective degree programs. As I said, most of you have passed your matriculation with very good grades, and some of you with very number of distinctions. And we expect you to achieve a high standards in your studies here at the University of Venda. And there's no reason why you should fail. For those who are supported by the National Student Financial Aid Scheme and other private funders, it is important that you utilize the support provided to maximize this benefit. Most of these private funders and NSFAs, they normally withdraw their support if you do not pass the required number of modules in a given year. To our returning students, welcome back. Your resilience and dedication to continue to inspire us. I encourage you to approach this year with a renewed vigor, setting new goals and challenging yourself to reach even greater heights. You bring experience, leadership, and energy to our community. You know that what it takes to keep going when deadlines stuck, and also when life gets busy, and when motivation dips. This year, you have a chance to build on what you have already achieved and accomplished academically, personally, and professionally. Your presence sets a tone for the campus. An example you set can make a real difference to those who have just starting their first years. Our university was founded about 4 decades ago, about 40 odd years, and the University of Venda continues to make a very significant contribution to the socio-economic development of our province and the country at large. Our graduates who pass from this university move on to occupy prominent positions in both public and private sectors. The University of Venda offers various undergraduate and postgraduate academic programs in the 4 following faculties: the Faculty of Health Sciences, the Faculty of Humanities, Social Science and Education, Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, and the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Agriculture. To advance our excellence in research and innovation, the University of Venda has launched and relaunched 6 research institutes in the year 2025. And these are the following: an Institute of HIV/AIDS Global Health Research Program, an Institute for Pathogen and Global Health Research, African Musicology Institute, the Institute for Rural Development, and also the O.R. Tambo Institute for Governance and Policy Studies. And lastly, our Green Technology Confucius Institute, and also a number of our Center of Excellence, which are the Center of Excellence in the Animal-Assisted Reproduction, the MER Mativa Center for African Languages, Arts and Culture, Eskiam Patlele Center for National and Global Dialogue, Vuani Science Resource Center, Ismail Mohammed Center for Human Rights and People's Rights, Center for Excellence in Renewable Energy, and the Center for Entrepreneurship and Rapid Incubation, and lastly, the Center of Mass Spectrometry for Southern Africa. The University of Venda is a well-managed institution of higher learning, and for the past 6 years, the university continues to achieve what we call the unqualified audit reports by the Auditor General of South Africa. Our university continues to be on the upward trajectory, and our research output per academic staff member have also increased in the recent past. Our pass rates, graduation rate, and also dropout rate, and also our student throughput rate compare favorably with a number of universities here in the country. Our university staff with doctoral degrees has increased to 54%, which is above the national average in the higher education sector. In the year 2022, our university was ranked as one of the best 15 universities in South Africa by the Times Higher Education World University Rankings. In July 2023, the Times Higher Education Sub-Saharan Africa report ranked the University of Venda at number 11 out of 88 institutions of the best universities in the sub-Saharan Africa. The Times Higher Education Sub-Saharan Africa ranking measures the university's performance across the 4 areas, which are the following: teaching, research, knowledge transfer, and also international outlook. This recognition is the testament of the hard work, commitment of the university staff and its students. Also, we are quite proud to note that the number of our National Research Foundation rated researchers continues to grow. And it is important for us to increase this number of our rated researchers for our university, not only as a tool for benchmarking, but also for quality of our researchers against the best in the country and the world, and also in advancing our research agenda as a university. As we begin the year 2026, we do so having closed an important chapter, the 2021-2025 strategic plan, which focuses on enhancing student learning, engaged scholarship, and entrepreneurial development and strategic partnerships. The past 5 years were not simple. They demanded resilience, reinvention, and also restraint. And yet, they also reveal something fundamental about the University of Venda, that we do not retreat in the face of uncertainty. We adapt, we learn, and we rise. We strengthen our academic core, expanded our research understanding, deepened community engagement, and invested in infrastructure development, embraced digital transformation, fostered a culture that increasingly recognizes that excellence and empathy are not mutually exclusive. As we celebrate the past successes, we also want to turn our sights to the future. Our new strategic plan 2026-2030 and our vision 2040, a beacon of hope for social change, as we call it. This vision, conceived by our Senate and approved by our Council, commits the University of Venda to becoming an entrepreneurial, community-focused institution that extends academic matters to foster ethical leadership, lifelong learning, and also innovation. Under this Vision 2040, we will leverage our unique location within this Vembe Biosphere Reserve and also our integrated entrepreneurship, innovation, and biodiversity plan to address real-world challenges that affect our societies. We will invest in high-impact research and also multidisciplinary projects that tackle local and global issues, from climate change to public health. We will work hand in hand with our municipalities, schools, and also our traditional leadership. By co-creating knowledge and solution with our communities, UNIVEN will be a true beacon of hope for our people in the region. We shall continue to meet the highest standards of governance, academic integrity, and also transformation. We will enhance our digital platforms, diversify our faculty, and uphold our commitment to equity, ensuring that UNIVEN remains accessible and excellent for all its people and staff. Program Director, we have made a very good progress in projecting a positive image of this great institution. As a result, the University of Venda is now counted among the top universities nationally, continentally, and also internationally. To maintain our brand image, all of us, staff and students, we must take this huge responsibility to help build upon the successes that the university has achieved in the recent past, so that we can continue to better our brand. We should continue to challenge ourselves by setting the highest standards, achieve our ambitious targets and goals and objectives. Our commitment to providing quality education remains unwavering. We will continue to invest in our academic programs, research facilities, infrastructure, and also support services. We are dedicated to creating an inclusive and diverse environment where every member of our community feels valued and also supported. Having been ranked among the top universities in South Africa, our aim is to raise the bar in various aspects of the university management, with the determination to make UNIVEN one of the top universities by the year 2030. As we begin this academic year, we must also reflect on the role of higher education in shaping not only the individual, but also societies. The world is evolving at a very unprecedented pace, and the universities must remain at the forefront of knowledge creation, critical thinking, and problem solving. We must prepare ourselves to address global challenges, from technological advancement to environmental sustainability and social equity. At this university, we are committed to fostering an environment that nurtures creativity, inclusivity, and also research-driven solutions. Our faculty members continue to engage in a groundbreaking research, and we are expanding our collaborations with industries and institutions worldwide to ensure that our students gain relevant skills and experiences abroad. As you have now become part of this special community of the University of Venda, I wish to draw your attention to some of our core values that guides our lives and also our institution, that as a university we subscribe to. We are a university that is driven by the following sets of values. We believe in excellence, accountability, integrity, and respect. As a UNIVEN student, you carry the flag of this university. You are an ambassador of this great institution. Make our university proud through your contributions, especially being hardworking, innovative, committed, and ethical in your conduct. While you are here at the University of Venda, you will have an opportunity to learn new things, acquire new knowledge, develop new skills, and enhance your personal attributes. At the same time, you are going to make new friends who will become your friends for life. Make efforts to know other students who share different cultural, social, and linguistic background that is different from yours. Resist patriarchal ideologies that views and treat women as inferior to men and perpetuate violence against women and children. As an institution of higher learning, we must lead in the fight of eradicating gender-based violence and femicide, and make sure that we embrace diversity in our campus. At this university, we do not tolerate gender-based violence and femicide. And let me repeat that. At this university, we do not tolerate gender-based violence and femicide, either from a staff member or from a student. As a university, you are expected all the time to live and uphold and adhere to these university values. To restate my message to you, especially our new student, firstly, take responsibility of your learning. You are the sole author of your life, so take that responsibility seriously. Secondly, make use of the opportunity that have been presented to you. Number 3, avoid alcohol and drug abuse. Number 4, if you feel overwhelmed or depressed, seek counseling. We have a university peer counselors who will really assist you. Number 5, take care of yourselves and join in the campaign to stop sexually transmitted diseases and also unwanted, unplanned pregnancies. Number 6, take great care of and cognizance of your safety in and around campus. And lastly, embrace diversity and keep your campus clean. As we welcome our 2026 class, I'd like also to welcome and recognize the 2025-2026 SRC leadership. I am particularly impressed with the caliber of the young men and women who will be representing you in the SRC this year. I had an opportunity to speak with the leadership of USRC, and I'm impressed by the level of maturity of the SRC leadership. I frequently advise SRC leadership, past and present, to adopt a principle of building bridges rather than barriers and fostering openness, as articulated by Martin Luther King Jr. In their interaction with university management, the SRC leadership has demonstrated, in my view, a high level of maturity in handling very difficult issues and their understanding of serious challenges facing our post-school education and training system. As university management and teaching staff, we are committed to ensure that we do everything possible in our power to equip you with knowledge, skills, the values to make a distinct impact in the world. The University of Venda is expanding its campus and also putting much more infrastructure to accommodate its growing staff and student numbers. We are thankful to the support from the Department of Higher Education and Training. Through their support financially, the university is making meaningful contribution to the academic project. The growth of infrastructure and facilities here on campus shows that this university is investing in its development and improving the overall learning experience of our students. The Portfolio Committee on Higher Education confirmed this during its oversight visit on the 26th of January this year, and I therefore urge you to continue with your excellent work in advancing this university. This infrastructural enhancement will lead to a more enriching academic experience and contribute to the university's continued success. On the 5th of December 2025, we officially opened and launched the following infrastructure projects: the state-of-the-art Faculty of Health Sciences and the Nursing Simulation Laboratory, the renovation and extension of the main administration building, the new Punda Maria Gate and the road and the bridge, the installation of the streets and perimeter lighting, We also completed the feasibility study for the establishment of our new satellite campus in Makado, Louis Richard. That was also approved by Council last year, November. The project to install a perimeter fence around this property has also commenced. This year, 2026, we will be building a new state-of-the-art multi-purpose hall here on campus, and also the development of what we call the scalable solar power facility, which will contribute to lowering carbon emissions and also reducing our reliance on diesel and generators and also fossil fuels. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the academic division that is led by the Registrar and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, also our security staff and the SRC for their significant contribution to the successful 2026 admission and registration period. Together, we'll make a 2026 a year defined not only by plans, but visible progress on what matters most: student success, impactful scholarship, and service to society. Guided by our Vision 2040, we envision the University of Venda that is African in its orientation and distinctly global. A university where innovation does not neglect humanity, where entrepreneurship does not compromise ethics, and where research is not detached from the lived realities of our people. We seek to develop graduates who not only consider their career options, but also identify and address the problems they can help resolve. May this year stretch us, inspire us, and also unite us. I look forward to celebrating further successes with you as we mark and make the 2026 a year of even greater impact for the University of Venda. I do not doubt that we are committed in positioning the University of Venda for relevance, excellence, and impact. Let us make this academic year characterized by growth, innovation, and success. I look forward to seeing the achievement and the contributions that each of you will make in the coming months. With this great pride and optimism, I want to take this opportunity to declare the 2026 academic year at the University of Venda officially open. I thank you.
to the university management, our VC and principal, Professor Ntambeleni, the senior management members, colleagues, academic staff, our invited guests, our dear students, I greet you all this morning, saying, long live University of Venda, long live. Long live the students of the University of Venda, long live. Yes, it is indeed a great day for us today as we gather here to celebrate our top achievers for 2025. So it is with great delight that I stand before you to provide the background to the Vice Chancellor Students Academic Excellence Awards, an annual event that recognizes, validates, and celebrates the grit, perseverance, and outstanding achievement of our undergraduate students. This occasion affirms the university's unwavering commitment to excellence and acknowledges students who have distinguished themselves through sustained academic effort and determination. At the University of Venda, we are deeply cognizant that excellence is not a single event, but a deliberate way of being, an attitude that is cultivated through consistency, discipline, and purpose. As John Gardner aptly reminds us, excellence is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. This principle resonates strongly with our institutional ethos. UNIVEN is firmly anchored, as we have heard our VC explaining, our 5 core values. That is the value of excellence, integrity, accountability, diversity, and respect. These values find expression in our current strategic positioning statement, which says, positioning UNIVEN for relevance, excellence, and impact. The students we honor today exemplify this vision through their academic performance, ethical conduct, and commitment to personal and societal advancement. Through the hard work, resilience, and dedication, these students have set a high standard of academic excellence. Their achievements demonstrate not only intellectual capability, but also a deep commitment to learning and self-improvement. They inspire their peers and affirm the university's role in producing graduates who will contribute meaningfully to the development of their communities through innovation, leadership, and excellence. The best performing undergraduate students for 2025 academic year come from all our faculties, that is across all levels, level 1, level 2, and up to level 3 of study. Then they are from the following faculties. As I've said, they are from all our university faculties: Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, Social Sciences and Education, Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, and lastly, the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Agriculture. Clear and rigorous criteria guided the selection of award recipients. Eligible students were required to be first-time registrants in their programs and to have achieved a minimum academic average of 75%, calculated from either the primary examination or a single examination sitting. Now, this means that if you had been given a second chance, that is, perhaps you wrote the first exam and then you qualified for a supplementary, then you got your distinction out of the second chance that you were given, you fall out. You no longer qualify in this category. So the selection process involved a detailed analysis of examination results in each level and faculty, followed by verification against program requirements. So this was very important because you could have acquired a distinction, but only to find that out of the 6 modules that you are supposed to take for your program, that year you decided to take only 4, and then you got your distinction. But do you qualify? No, because you didn't satisfy the requirements of your program. So that was very important. So in several faculties, competition was exceptionally high, as you'll notice. So with many students achieving averages above the minimum threshold. Consequently, the top 3 performing students in each level and in faculty were selected for recognition. Then above this, we also identified the creme de la creme of our university, by identifying the best performing student in each level across faculties. Okay? So that's another level. Then again, in recognition of sustained academic distinction, this year we couldn't ignore this. Then we introduced a new category, this year called consistent excellence performance, to honor students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement over multiple years. Now, this special category acknowledges students receiving the award for the second time and for the third time. So that is the special category that was introduced this year. So this category underscores the value of consistency, perseverance, and long-term academic commitment. Vice Chancellor, the process has yielded exemplary outcomes, and it is with great pride that we proceed to honor the recipients of the Vice Chancellor's Students' Academic Excellence Award. I also wish to recognize and appreciate the committee responsible for this splendid work, the Chettle team of administrators and secretaries from all units, and our tech specialist in the e-learning unit, not forgetting our data analysts. You did a great job. Please keep up the good work. Then to all the award recipients, we commend you for your exceptional achievements. You embody the spirit of excellence that UNIVEN strives to instill in all its students. May your accomplishments inspire continued excellence, purposeful leadership, and lifelong learning. Then to our F10s, our class of 2026, regard this. I want you to look at this as a challenge, okay? A challenge that you need to achieve or exceed, okay? You can emulate this. Actually, a gauntlet has been thrown down. A challenge has been put down before you by your sisters and brothers today who are going to receive this. So they are actually saying, you too can do what they did. You too can achieve what they have achieved. Yes, you can. Yes, you can do this. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Dumela. It is indeed a pleasant day, a day worth recognizing that we are welcoming and awarding awards to our Ds. Awards do not happen in vacuum. Vice Chancellor and Principal, I stand on your protocol. When I was asked yesterday to present on celebrating academic excellence student awards, I thought this is an appropriate opportunity for me as a Deputy Vice Chancellor teaching and learning to talk about the strategy of teaching and learning. These awards don't just happen in vacuum. They just don't happen by osmosis. They happen because there is a strategy, there is a well-thought process, there are systems that are put in place to ensure that our students get these awards. There's a saying that says many are chosen, many are called, but few are chosen. So these awards recipients of today are the chosen few. So the appropriateness of the teaching and learning strategy is key in the strategy 2026 to 2030, with a vision of 2040 is quite important. And I thought that excellence at the University of Venda is just not accidental. It is a result of a shared purpose. The teaching and learning sub-strategy mirrors actually its own vision and mission, mirrors the vision and mission of the University of Venda. So we, in terms of our vision in teaching and learning, we want to cultivate and engage in innovative teaching and learning with a mission of providing innovative and inclusive transformative teaching and learning experience that equips students with knowledge, skills, and competencies to be locally impactful and globally competitive. The two speakers, the Vice Chancellor and the Director of Chattel, emphasized the values. And these values are values which we want you to take up, to understand, to live by them. And for me, the first value of excellence speaks to exactly what is happening today. And the fact that we are busy with our Excellence Awards speaks about the quality of teaching that we are given, the quality of curriculums that we have, the quality of community engagements that are outstanding. The second value talks about integrity. And that integrity talks about the quality of all of us being honest and having a strong moral principle, even when no one is watching you. The third value of accountability says, you are now independent, you are no longer monitored by mom and dad, and I'm talking specifically about the first entering students, including the ones that are here, who had already tasted what the freedom is all about. So you have to take accountability for your studies, you have to take accountability for your well-being, you have to take accountability for your safety, but that all of those things happens within the confines of what we support as a university to ensure accountability. University of Venda values diversity. Look around. We all are from different homes. We all look different. We all come from different backgrounds. We all are differently abled. So it is really a beautiful value that we firmly believe as a university we want to put up there. And the final one is that of respect. I don't even know whether one should even explain or define what respect is. Respect is learned from where you come from your own homes, and I want to believe that your environment has taught you what respect is all about. And when you get to a university, then the fact that you are independent should not take away that value. Actually, you should actually enhance it so that you learn to respect yourself, you respect others, you respect us, and we respect you in return. The teaching and learning sub-strategy is supported by 6 key focus areas which were intentionally designed. By the way, our undergraduate program has for the past 3 years done very well. The first one is student success. And in student success, we have achieved at least about 86%. And I'm hoping that we will maintain that percentage in teaching and learning. So our first key focus area is on student success and graduate readiness. When you enter our walls, we are already preparing you to exit. So we want to mold students to have those graduate attributes. That speaks a lot about our values and the quality of our teaching as the University of Venda. So in our student success and key area, we're making you student the sector of all that we do. We ensure that students receive quality teaching. We ensure that we want to ensure that students complete on record time. If you are here for a 3-year program, after 3 years, I want to see you walking the stage. I do not want to see a 3rd-year student still in year 1 in my university. And by so saying, I also want to implore you to go and read the general rules and appraise yourself with what it says about the residency periods at the University of Venda. So in terms of student success, we also comprehensively take care not just of you passing or failing, of your comprehensive well-being. We look into your wellness, whether we look into your safety. There's the issue, I'll talk about internal stakeholders a little bit later on this presentation. The second key focus area of our university, of our strategy, is comprehensiveness of our programs. University of Venda is classified as a comprehensive university. So at the present moment, we have not really expanded our comprehensiveness, and this strategy actually intends to do that. And how is it going to be done? We are planning to developing a suite of programs that include our certificates in terms of our short learning programs, our diplomas, our degrees, our postgraduate programs, to ensure that this university is comprehensive. So academic excellence thrives in a strong governance and ethical practice and quality assurance system that protects standards while enabling innovation. So part of all developing all of this comprehensive university cannot be done without good governance and without ensuring that we have a good quality assurance system in place. Our third key focus area, it's also indicated by our Vice Chancellor in his presentation, is ensuring that our teaching and learning is digitalized. Therefore, we transform our teaching. We plan, already we have started with modernizing our pedagogical approaches through technology and innovation. It's also important that we humanize this pedagogy and ensure uptake of both staff and students, and lessen that fear, because many people are just resistant on taking up technology because of fear. Once you get used to this technology, you'll want nothing else but that technology. But then with technology, there's also ethical practice. We have a good infrastructure support in terms of our technology. Our fourth key area is on the research-informed teaching. We don't just wake up and start teaching. The teachers research what they teach you. They ensure what they teach you is at par with other universities. It's relevant. It's recent types of things. So we're looking into innovating and entrepreneurship as part of our strategy. So there are some faculty, in fact, all the faculties has actually started infusing what you call entrepreneurship into their curriculum. Our first entering students have already started with a non-credit bearing course during this induction, which will spread over a few weeks. And then our plan to look at all other programs and ensuring that each and every program has entrepreneurship in it. Because our intention is to have students with an entrepreneurial mindset. If you read the news, if you watch the news, there's so much unemployment. And we want to have those students that are ready for work. One, students who are not going to wait for someone to give them employment, and that they can themselves provide jobs for other people. So part of our research-informed and transformation also talks to work-integrated learning. We prepare you as we teach you for the place of work. So, and we actually do that through ensuring that we have relevant curriculum that have work-integrated learning infused. And one of our main aims is also to look at decolonizing our curriculum. So all your educators are trained to understand what you call the scholarship of teaching and learning. Our fifth key focus area is just an enabling and an inclusive environment. Have an inclusive culture, a campus culture. We also have an inclusive, safe teaching and learning environment. And when students do not feel safe, I think it's important that you understand that you have all structures available to you to assist you. One, you have your class representatives, you have your lecturers, you have your HODs, you have your deputy deans, you have your executive deans, you have us as executive to ensure that we support you. And part of our inclusivity also, that I have said in the beginning, that we really truly value diversity. So our sixth key focus area is on internationalization and partnerships. You may be thinking, you went that far to Venda, which is rurally based or rurally instituted. It's not. We are, as far as rural as we look, we also have programs that expose our students to international curriculum, both undergraduate and postgraduate. And I think just recently, a few of our students, I think last week, traveled to various countries as part of our program. So those are the kind of things that our UNIVEN students get exposed to. So we're planning many joint academic initiatives. We're planning to also have increased or intensifies our staff exchanges and global learning opportunities for our students. Of course, we can't take all 16,000 students to the global world, but we can also bring the global world to us. And there's also a program that talks about internationalization at home. So University of Venda has multiple global partnerships, and you should be rest assured that all of you will have a glimpse of that. It can be at home, it can be through online. That's what the university does. So part of our strategy has what you call stakeholders. Now, our internal stakeholders first are you, the students. You are our primary beneficiaries of the core business of this university. Second internal stakeholders are our academic staff and departments that are responsible for your curriculum designs, for your assessments, for program delivery. Then we have CHATL. For those who have not caught what CHATL means, is the Center of Higher Education Teaching and Learning, which leads in academic development, it leads digital transformation, it leads in inclusive teaching practices, and provide counseling and disability or differently abled support services. We then have our ICT service, which enable our digital teaching and learning through our learning management system and educational technologies. We have a beautiful library, and the library provides services that support information access also to digital literacy and our learning space. We have student affairs, which promotes holistic student development through co-curricular programs, wellness service, accommodation management. That's our student affairs. And then the last one is our administrative unit support, which is responsible for how you got here in terms of our registration and our admission. We also have external stakeholders, our communities nearby and further. And in our communities, we have our traditional leaders who support engaged scholarship and community engagement. We have professional boards which guide accreditation standards and graduate competencies. We have industries and partnerships of industries and employers who also contribute to the relevance, contribute to the curriculum relevance and to provide work-integrated learning opportunities for you. Of course, our basic education is a stakeholder that ensures that all of these students that comes into the university. So in this short strategy, I really want all of you to appreciate what builds this activity, what builds this process of ensuring that students then receive excellent awards. So this, in short, fellow students, is our revised strategy, and it's been co-created through extensive consultation and collective engagement. It is a strategy that embodies and reflects excellence. And as we honor excellence today, particularly among our students, we reaffirm our shared responsibility to lead in engaged scholarship, to nurture talent, and to shape you graduates to contribute meaningful to the society. So the celebration then recognizes not only our past achievements, but also our collective commitment to the future we are building together at UNIVEN. So I thank you all. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to present Facilities Awards to the candidates that I shall present to you.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I present the faculty awards.
For the presentation of our Vice Chancellor Student Academic Excellence Awards, we are going to start with the Faculty of Health Sciences. Then remember we said we have 3 positions, but in this case we'll understand that we don't have 3 individuals, but we have 4 because of a tie. And we didn't want to leave anyone out because we want to encourage all of them. And in this faculty also, and in this level, competition was also pretty tough. We have our position 3 with an average percentage of 82.71. And that is Miss S. Sihlangu. Our position 2 have 83% average, and we have 2 position 2s. And that's Miss BNN Sibanyoni and Mr. S.A. Mhangani. Right, our position 2 and 3, they get their certificates. Then our position 1 in level 1 goes to another Mr. Mhangani. Did you get that? How many Mhanganis do we have? 2, exactly. So position 1 goes to Mr. Mhangani with 84.86%. So the prize is a trophy, a certificate, and a little bit of some chankuranyana, ne? Great. Thank you. For second year, still in the Faculty of Health Sciences, our position 3 with 80 points goes to Ms. R. Ramatamba. Position 2 goes to Ms. N.P. Makuya. 81.4%. And you'll see that the competition was tough again here. Because our position 1, remember position 2 we said had 81.14. Position 1 has 81.43. And that's Miss N.P. Mamburu. And that's a trophy, a certificate, and some ching-ching. Right, then for third year still in the Faculty of Health Sciences, we have our position 3 obtaining 80.33%, and that's Mr. T. Munyai. Oh, he's not there. Didn't come. And our position 2 had 80.67, and that's Miss P.C. Paswana. We are going to grant our first position in absentia because the recipient is not here. And here, the winner in the third level obtained 82.17%, and that's Mr. El Mapanga. It's in absentia. Now, we move on to the next faculty, the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law. Then position 3 had 81.18%, and that's Ms. K. Rambau. Right, position 2 goes to somebody who's already very involved in leadership positions, because he was a class rep in 2025, and he had got the average of 82.18%, and that's Mr. T. Majaji. Position 1, with an average percentage of 83.36%, goes to Mr. M.I. Patel. Who gets the trophy, a certificate, and some ching-ching. Second year, third position in the second year, with 81.40%, goes to Ms. L. Taba. Position 2 and position 1, separated by a very thin margin. Position 2, 83.1%, goes to Ms. N.L. Hobiani. She's not present, unfortunately. And then our winner, or the first position in this, in second year, with 83.3%, goes to Mr. S.B. Mabek. Okay. For our third year, position 3, with 75.75%, goes to Mr. I.M. Sadiq. Position 2 goes to, with 76%, goes to Mr. M.T. Mangwidi. And position 1, with 80%, goes to Ms. A.A. Patel. So it's like we'll have to be one of those surnames that are winning today. I hope you can take note. Right. Then we go on to the next faculty. The faculty, it should be, there is one faculty that's not here. The Faculty of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Education. For first year, position 3, with 77.93%, goes to Ms. Z.S. Muaba. Not here. Okay. Is not present to receive a certificate. Then our second position is obtained 78.46%, and that's Ms. H. Hauke. Also not here. Then I hope the winner is here, the first position in first year. And that one goes to a person who's been a class rep for 2 modules and also a group leader for her study group. And she obtained 82.82%. 87%, and that's none other than Ms. R.P. Mukwebo. For second year, R.P. Mukwebo also gets a trophy, a certificate, and your rank. Right, then for our second year, third position obtained 79.67%, and that's Ms. P.B. Nechmbupe. Not that, okay. Second position goes to, obtained 81.38%, and then goes to Ms. L.S. Mpahlele. So Ms. L.S. Mpahlele is here to collect her certificate. Position 1 in the second year obtained 81.53%, and that's Ms. N.R. Singo, also not here to collect the trophy. Then the last year, the third year, position 3 in the third year goes to a person who obtained 79.33%, and that's Mr. K. Skita. And then position 2 obtained 79.36%, and that's Ms. R. Ramgondo. Then position 1 obtained 80.08%, and as we've noted before, that the winner here at the first position in the third level gets a trophy, certificate, and also some money. And that's none other than Mr. E.T. Skosana. Right, then to our last faculty, the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Science, Engineering and Agriculture. The third position in the first year obtained 82.25%, and that's Miss M.K. Madisa. The second position obtained 82.93%, and that's Ms. P. Tabana. Then position 1 obtained 84.08%, and that's none other than Miss V. Porsche. Then she's collecting her trophy, certificate, and moolah. For the second years, position 3 for second year, or second level, goes to a person who's been the treasurer of the Geological Society of South Africa at UNIVEN branch, and who's also a coordinator and facilitator of GeoTalk event, and who is the youth champion for Bembe Biosphere Reserve, and who is also part of the Seed to Success project. So this person obtained 83%, and that's none other than Ms. R.S. Sebotoma. The second position goes to a person who's been a class rep for 2 modules and who is also a community volunteer soccer coach during holidays. So you can see that he's extending the leadership, it's not confined within the university. Also mentors grade 12 learners and motivates them, motivating grade 12 learners in his village. And this person obtained 83.45%, and that's Mr. T.R. Manenge. So it's not just about books. There is still time for other things. That's not so. Then our position 1 in the second year obtained 84.1%. And that's Ms. T.M. Tukul. Okay. Right, then for the third year, finally, for our science faculty, the third position goes to a person who obtained 80.1%, and that's Ms. G.M. Koza. Then position 2 obtained 81.38%, and that's Mr. T.K. Nematiti. Then our position 1 for level 3 obtained 82%. And that's Miss L. Popi. And she gets her trophy, her certificate, and thanks. Then now we move on to our next category, the category that we said we introduced this year, the category known as consistent excellence performance. VC and my DVC, if we're in soccer, we'd be talking of a brace and a hat trick. Because this award seeks to recognize people who've won the award twice and even 3 times. Okay, then the one, this one goes to a person who's won the award twice, that is for 2 years. That's Mr. S. Mabeka. Okay, then to sweeten the deal, we added a little bit of tankuranya. Then Miss L. Poppy belongs to the same category. 2 years, also a brace. Now, this one is also our star because he's won the award. Today he's winning the award for the 3rd time. So this is Mr. L. Mapanga. So he denied us the pleasure by not turning up, but that's our star. Okay, then we move on to our last category, our creme de la creme. Okay, we'll start with the overall best performer for level 1. Okay, level 1, that is across the faculties. Ne? Here we have Mr. A.K. Mangani. So like the other category, they get a certificate and also a little bit of this. Then our overall performer for level 2, we have Miss T.M. Tukul. Right, then our best performer for level 3, unfortunately he has denied us the pleasure because he's not there. That's Mr. El Mapang. Right, now when all this was said and done, then we went to look for the overall best performer. Okay? Means from level 1 to level 3, the overall. What's your guess? Mangani, yes, Mr. A.K. Mangani. So today's winners, you have a challenge. You have a challenge. We want to see you again next year. And those, remember that the competition was very tight. Those ones who obtained both 80 and 81, they also want to see themselves here. So it means we are going to have to work very hard. But we want to see you again here next year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Program Director Dr. Zaga, our Vice Chancellor and Principal Professor Tambereni, our DVC Teaching and Learning Professor Dikalakala Muhele, our DVC Research and Postgraduate Studies Professor Netshera, our Chief Financial Officer Mrs. Mavis Majie, in absentia, our Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Krazia, the members of the Senior Management Committee that are here today, and our esteemed academics from the 4 faculties, and our esteemed guests who are here today, parents and students, both first entering students and returning students. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to propose a vote of thanks for this very august event that we had today, the official opening of the university program. You were reminded of the fact that this is the beginning of your academic journey, in particular for the first time entering students, where you are now embarking on this journey towards the achievement of excellence. And as you walk through this student walk, or what we call the student life cycle, you were reminded today of the importance of focus, the importance of ensuring that you remind yourself of the reason why you are at this institution. The Vice Chancellor offered many words of wisdom, heartwarming words that prodded and empowered you to forge ahead as you prepare yourself for the academic year. The Vice Chancellor highlighted the attributes of success that will ensure that you indeed walk through this student life cycle and reach the end where you will come to this podium to be draped with a hood for your achievements in the same way as we have seen students here today being recognized for their excellence. You were reminded of the importance of taking responsibility. You were also informed of the various opportunities that the university offers for you to ensure that you indeed achieve the excellence that we all aspire to. You were also admonished to avoid things that would serve as deterrents for you achieving that particular objective. The Vice Chancellor highlighted the importance of avoiding substance abuse and the importance of veering away from sexually transmitted diseases, seeking help where you need one, and taking care of your environment as part of your maturity as a student of this august institution. The academic journey begins now. That is what the Vice Chancellor highlighted to you and impressed upon you. So you need to embark on this journey with renewed vigor to ensure that indeed you imbibe and inculcate those qualities that are critical for you to becoming a student who will, a citizen who will be globally competitive and locally relevant as per the university ethos. Professor Mulaudzi, as she presented the various awards of excellence today, highlighted the qualifying criteria for achieving academic excellence and prodded all of you to ensure that you can tell yourself that I am next in terms of also being recognized for high achievement and becoming part of what she called the creme de la creme. So you need to take up the challenge, pick up the gauntlet, and have a can-do attitude. Tell yourself that you also are capable of being invited to the podium as the other students were to receive these excellence awards. The DVC presented to you a vision of academic excellence whereby she highlighted the fact that the university carefully plans its academic agenda to ensure that indeed you can in the end become a mature, accomplished student as you go out of the gates of the university with a sense of pride in having achieved great excellence as a result of commitment. And she highlighted the importance of embracing the values of the university, which would ensure that you indeed are able to achieve what you sought out to achieve as you came to this institution. She highlighted in particular the importance of the value of accountability, where she emphasized the fact that you need to be able to handle the freedom that you have. And she painted the picture that you are no longer in the environment you were in at high school, where somebody had to take you along. Somebody had to tell you when to sit down, when to stand up, when to write your homework. But here, you need to assume that accountability yourself, because nobody will be going behind you to tell you what to do. You need to constantly remind yourself of the reason why you are here. And if you do that, you will indeed join the league of those that have achieved excellence and were celebrated here today. She spoke about the various opportunities that are available both nationally and internationally that the university provides in line with its networks and the various relationships that the university has forged. She highlighted that there is support that is available, a support infrastructure and architecture that is geared to ensuring that you achieve your goals. And then we saw the students that were awarded their awards of excellence today due to hard work, due to ensuring that they focus on the reason why they are at the institution. And so you saw them being celebrated. And this is a call to you to ensure that you become part of them, that you can also be called to the front and celebrated as they were. It was highlighted that we really focus on the high achievers. And this is to really inculcate that sense of excellence within you to ensure that you can become a globally competitive and locally relevant graduate of this university. And I would like us to once again give a round of applause for these students that were celebrated today. From here on, the academic project starts, and so you need to just tell yourself that you are here for a particular objective. And all of you know the backgrounds that you come from. You're not coming from the same background, so you should not succumb to peer pressure or to try to emulate what others are doing, which is not in line with the focus of why you are here, because you don't know their backgrounds. You should always remind yourself of why you came to this institution. The Vice Chancellor reminded you of the fact that you, especially the first-time entering students, you were chosen from more than 140,000 students that also, were qualified, that also, had achievements, but they were not selected. You were the ones that were selected to be here. Always and constantly remind yourself of that. And Program Director, I wouldn't want to sit down before I also appreciate our choir for the beautiful melodies that they gave to us today to entertain us. And it was really so beautiful. And with these words, I would like to say thank you so much, and to say that the academic project starts from now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joel Ballet, University Registrar. We are about to conclude our session, and UNIVEN Choir, I want to remind you that the Vice Chancellor and Principal indicated in his speech that this day is intended to mark the commencement of 2026 academic year. So I would like to request that after the procession has left, I'm sure you can remain with the audience, particularly our first-time entering students, and sing a very powerful song that actually demonstrates that we are indeed celebrating the commencement of 2026 academic year. So I would also like to indicate that according to our 2026 year plan, our lectures or classes will officially commence on Monday, the 9th of February, 2026. And before I make the last announcement, I would like to indicate to our first-time entering students that I'm sure you'll agree with me that this is a rare opportunity to meet with the Vice Chancellor and Principal of the university. I'm saying this because some of you might be seeing the Vice Chancellor and Principal for the first and last time. The next time you'll see him will be when you'll be graduating after 3 years. So on that note, I would like to humbly request the Vice Chancellor and Principal to rise and greet you, particularly for those of you who might have arrived after he had already delivered his speech. Vice Chancellor and Principal. Thank you so much. So UNIVEN Choir is going to lead us in the singing of the national anthem. So when the national anthem is being sung, we should all rise, and all men should remove their caps or hats. And after singing of the national anthem, we should remain standing until such time the last person in the procession has left the auditorium. And I would also like to request all the Vice Chancellor's Student Academic Excellence Awards recipients to remain here for a group picture. Thank you so much. May I request that we all rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Amen.